In this video, I'm going to show you how to take data from your CRM, in this case we're looking at a list of contacts, and turn that into your very own custom application, all built with no code. In this app we can view a list of all of our contacts, we can click into their contacts, and we can quickly email or call one of our contacts. The way this works is we're going to take data out of the Pipedrive CRM and we're going to use coupler.io to grab our contacts and put that data into a simple spreadsheet using Google Sheets. And then we're going to turn that spreadsheet into a custom application using Glide. Glide is a no-code app builder where you can build custom applications from a spreadsheet. So to get started, I'm going to log into coupler.io and I'm going to create a new importer. An importer is what grabs data from one place and puts it into a spreadsheet that we can use. So I want to take my data from Pipedrive, my CRM, and put that data into a Google Sheet. So from here, I just need to, let's first give this a name. So import contacts. Then I will select my account, my Pipedrive account where I'm pulling data from. Then I'm going to specify what type of data I'm going to be pulling. In this case, I'm grabbing persons or contacts, whatever you want to call them. And then if I want to define any kind of filters to only pull certain types of people, I can do that here. Next, I'm going to specify where I want this data to go. So in this case, I'm going to use my account here. I'll select the spreadsheet where I want this data to go. Let me search for Pipedrive. This is going to go into my contacts from Pipedrive. And then I need to select the specific sheet, which is called contacts. Now, what this means is we're about to pull data from Pipedrive and put it into this Google Sheet called My Contacts from Pipedrive and into this specific sheet called Contacts. So I'll continue. We want to start in cell A1, that's fine. And then our import mode is going to be replace. We always want to do a full replace since we're not like filtering only new contacts in this case. And then we'll get back to scheduling in a little bit. Let's go ahead and test this. So I'll click Save and Run. So now it's going to go through and grab that data from Pipedrive and put it into this Google Sheet for me. And boom, just like that, you see that data is now imported into here. So now we have all this data about our contacts from Pipedrive. So now let's turn this into a Glide application. So I'm going to go to Glide and I've already logged in. So I'm just going to click on New Project here and I'll call this My Contacts. I'll create a new Glide app and my data source is going to be Google Sheets. So now I need to select the My Contacts from Pipedrive Google Sheet. And then from that Google Sheet, Glide is going to intelligently create an app based off my data. So you can see right here, it's already created a list of all of my contacts from Pipedrive. Super cool. So I'm going to hide this Users tab because that's just created by Glide for authentication purposes. And we're going to update this contact list here. It's really nice that I already have images in there as well as the names of my contact. Let me also add in the companies that these contacts are for. So I can come over here to the properties section and change the details to look at the organization name. So this would be the company they are a part of. And then I can also sort this list alphabetically. So then we can go to sort data. Instead of sorting by sheet order, let's sort by name. So I'll search for name and we'll just do name here. So now we're alphabetically sorting. Searching is built in out of the box, so I can search for Victor if you have a really long contact list. And then since this data is static, meaning I'm pulling it from Pipedrive, but I can't actually update Pipedrive from here, I'm going to turn off this add feature because this data is going to continually be updated and I don't want to mistakenly think that I can actually add contacts from the app here. All right, so now this looks great. Let me go ahead and click into a contact and we'll build out this screen. I like to use a different title component here. So you can see over here we have all of our components. This is where our picture is. So I can click on the component here and then over here I can adjust it. So instead of using the square, I'm actually going to use the circle. And then that picture is actually grainy. And that's because Pipedrive has two versions of this picture. So if I search for picture, you can see they have a .128 pixels and a .512. Let's change that to 512 to get a better quality picture. And then I like the name here, and then below that, let's put in the company name like we did on the list view. So I'll change the details and search for name, and then use the org name. And then right here, this is potentially good information, but in my case, I just want to have the ability to either email or call this person. So I'm going to delete all of these components. And then I'm going to add a button bar, which just gives me 2 buttons right next to each other. And then I can customize this over here. So the left one, I'll call this email. I'll give it a different type of button style. And then I can also pick an icon and give it an email icon. Same thing below that. Let's call the next one call. Give it an icon of a phone. I don't like those. Let's search for call. All right, this is better. And then let's make this button solid just so there's a distinction between the two. And then now we actually need to hook up these buttons to do things. In Glide, these are called actions. So I'm going to search for compose email. This allows me to compose an email for whatever device I'm on. It'll open up the default email browser. So instead of emailing the owner, that's actually me in this case, I actually want to email the contact. This is called email value with the export we got from Pipedrive. And then for the write action, the write button, I want this to dial a phone number, type in dial phone number, and then it looks like it's pulled in the correct value, the phone value. And so now I think all this looks good. And like I mentioned before, we're not actually updating information. We're only referencing information here. So let's click on the details screen. So the entire screen, go to our edit form and turn that off. So now this is looking really good. It's exactly what we wanted. We have a list of our contacts and we can email or call them. And so now let's get ready to publish this so we can actually use it and put it on our phone. So I'm gonna go over to settings, and from here, I like to start at the top, and let's choose a new icon and just do what looks like a phone book or something like that. I like the name My Contacts. Let's change the appearance to be something else. Let's use like this green color. And then as I'm updating this, everything else is automatically updating. So I can change the theme to be a bold theme, which gives it this nice color pop at the top. And then I'm going to turn off match device theme because I don't want people opening this in dark mode, or I don't want this ever to open in dark mode, for instance. I can change it to a different font style and increase contrast if I have difficulty seeing things. Finally, let's go to privacy, and I want to change this so that only my team members, meaning the people that have access to log into Glide to actually update this, can log in. So in my case, only I can access this app. And now we're ready to publish this application so that I can put it on my phone. So I'm going to click on publish. I can customize this URL here, but I'll just leave it the same and do publish. And then I can open this up right here. Let me quickly log into this app. And now I have access to my custom list of contacts through my custom application that I created with no code. And I can quickly email or call these people. And all I have to do to put this on my phone is scan this QR code, and then I can install it on my home screen as a regular application. No need for an app store, and I have a custom app that I created. The last thing you'll likely want to do is continually update this list of data. And Coupler makes it really easy to do that. This is the step that we left off earlier. So let me come back to my importer, and you can see here automatic data refresh. All I have to do is toggle that on. And right now it's set to update every hour. I don't have a lot of contacts, so I'll change this to update every day, and I'll add in the weekends too. And I want this to update at 7:30 every day. And then we have my time zone here. And so now I can update the schedule. And so now, tomorrow at 7:30, this list of contacts will be updated in my Google Sheets. And then once that's updated, those contacts will be updated inside of Glide as well. You can now take data out of your CRM and turn it into your own no-code custom application using 2 simple tools, Coupler and Glide. If you want to learn more, check out my YouTube channel and my free guide on how to turn any spreadsheet into an app in 1 week. You can find the links to both of these below this video. Thanks for watching.